Well, the competition in the electric two-wheeler market is certainly being heated up, and we have seen a number of launches. We had seen another launch about a year ago, and that was Simple Energy Simple One. Now it's been a whole year since the company has been mum about the product, but right now, today, we have with us the prototype of the Simple One electric scooter. And in this video, we're going to tell you everything about the performance, the design, the build quality and the price as well. So stay tuned till the end. और अगर आप ये वीडियो हिंदी में देखना चाहते हैं तो नीचे आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक मिल जाएगा और ऊपर आई बटन में भी मिल जाएगा, तो हिंदी का वीडियो आप हिंदी चैनल पे जाके देख सकते हैं. So yes, you heard me right. This is a prototype scooter. This is not a finished product, and we can see that there are a lot of panel gaps, and these panels are not very hard, they're not fixed properly, so finishing is not very good overall, because this is not the final production unit. The final production units will come out after a couple of months, and there you will see a polished, finished product. But what we are here to do today is experience the performance of the scooter, the battery range, and how the scooter performs in the riding mode. So that's what we are here for. Before that, let's start with the design. And as you can see, this is a very nice looking scooter in my opinion. It is one of the best looking electric scooters that is out there, and it has this sharp crease lines giving it a sharp look. The front apron also looks really attractive, and you have this headlamp cluster right here, complete LED unit, which is really good, telescopic forks, and here you have alloy wheels, and these are 90 by 90 section tires sitting on 12-inch alloys, MRF Zappa tires, so the grip from the tire is also pretty good. At the rear as well, you will get the same configuration of the tire. Coming to the side, you have a nice area right here to keep your feet. Obviously you can't fit a gas cylinder right here, but it will take up a lot of shopping bags. I did not find a hook here, but I'm hoping that the production unit will have a hook to carry bags as well. Now moving to the rear, you have a disc brake right here, and this right here is the aluminum swing arm. The footrest for the pillion rider is right here. There is no separate footrest, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the same design or there will be a footrest available right here. On the other side as well, it's the same design. Coming to the rear, you get a nice set of LED tail lamps. You get the Simple branding right here, and here you have the number plate. The turn indicators are integrated within the tail light cluster itself. This side, this is the belt drive that drives the scooter. So the motor sends power from here and it drives the rear wheel. You have a monoshock suspension at the rear, and footrest again, like I said, is right here. There is no separate footrest. You also get this nice grab handle right here. It has a nice design to it, looks really good. And then you have this massive seat. It has a little slope right here, as you can see, but it's nice and wide, so the pillion can be really comfortable. Also, the rider has a nice wide seat to be seated on, and this offers a lot of comfort while you're riding. So comfort on this seat is not an issue. Also, let me show you the boot. So this is a 30-liter boot space where you can store a full face helmet. And if you're wondering what this is a removable battery. This is a 1.5 kilowatt hour battery, but mind you, this is not the only battery that the scooter has. I will tell you more about it a little later. It has two batteries and one of them is removable. Yes, so I'll tell you more about it later once we just get done with the design element of the scooter. Right here you have the ignition Once you turn the ignition on, you get a nice simple one animation, and you have this TFT color screen touch display. This is 7 inches and it gives you all kind of information and data that you will require. Now the software is still not finalized, but this is pretty much what you're going to get on the scooter. So you will have the trip meters right here, average speed, odometer right here, and as you can see, there are 4 riding modes. The battery, this is the battery state of charge, 70% right now, 140 kilometers in eco mode, and 112 in ride, 84 in dash, and 56 in sonic. So the range keeps on decreasing as you go higher up on the performance mode. So in 70% it's 140, but on 100% charge you can get up to 203 kilometers on the eco mode. You can get up to 180 kilometers on the ride mode, 120 on the dash, and about 80 kilometers on the sonic mode, which is pretty good for this kind of scooter, that it has a massive battery pack, and I will talk about that more later. Also, you have a tire pressure monitor system right here, so it gives you the front and rear tire pressure reading, motor status right here, and if you go to the main menu, it has all your information like your documents, your license, your RC, everything can be stored and recorded right here. Here you have the vehicle status, you get the front and rear tire pressure, the battery status, what is the charge in the portable battery, distance covered, service due. All this information will be available to you. You can also customize this display. You have auto brightness, dark mode, light mode. You can choose themes, electric, foliage, sunset, volcano. You can also turn off the sounds that the scooter makes when the turn indicators are on, navigation is on, parking assistant, reverse assistant, and it also has auto indicator cancellation, and you also get an incognito mode. In terms of connectivity, you get Bluetooth, and you can see incoming messages, incoming calls. You can also change your track and see what track is playing on this. Also SOS, so emergency contact is Morpheus Trinity, so he's going to come out right of the matrix and help you out. Just joking, but yes, you can save emergency contact right here, and you also get the simple service contact number right here. These numbers are not right, and you can set them up by yourself. And here you have the system info, so the software version, over the air update status. So whenever there is a new update, you will get an option to click here and download the update over the air. You have the owner's manual right here, and you have a couple of tutorial videos as well. And using this button, you can simply shut down the scooter. Instant shutdown, schedule shutdown, so instant shutdown, and then you just turn key to confirm shutdown. That's it. So that was the instrument console of the Simple One, and let's talk about the handlebar as well. So as you can see, nice and clicky buttons. The quality is not one of the best. I hope that when the production variant comes out, these buttons, they are not as flimsy as they are right now. Even if you see the plastic quality on these buttons, it's not very premium. And other than that, so you get the motor kill switch. Here you have the toggle buttons. There's also cruise control, which will be available a little later on the scooter. And this is the motor on button. This does not turn off the motor, but yes, you can use this to turn on the motor. On this side, you have the high beam and low beam control, the turn indicators, and the horn, which currently sounds like this. Not one of the best, but I hope the production variant gets a new horn. So this panel right here is the opening for where you can hook up the charger. Now, speaking of the charger provided with the scooter is a 750 watt charger, and it will charge the scooter up in about 5 hours. Now, talking about the battery, the total overall battery capacity is 4.8 kilowatt hour. There's a 3.3 kilowatt hour battery which is located right here, and this is the fixed battery. This is the battery that you cannot take out. The 1.5 kilowatt hour battery which I showed you, which was in the boot, can be taken out. You can carry it at home and charge it and plug it in again. Now, how the system works, it depletes the fixed battery first, and then it switches to the spare battery. Now, the spare battery is more or less like a reserve fuel tank you would have in a petrol scooter. So it runs only on the eco mode. You cannot switch modes while you are running on the spare battery. But the good thing about that is that you don't have to run around finding a charger. You can just plug the battery out, take it home, charge it up, bring it back in and fix it, and you get a decent range of about 40 to 50 kilometers on that battery alone, because it is running on the eco mode. So you get a bigger amount of range. Let's talk about the performance of the scooter. Now, obviously the battery and the motor, they are not prototypes, so they are that the battery and the motor has been tested a lot, and this is the final motor and the final battery combination that's going to come out with the scooter. So in terms of performance, I found it to be a really good scooter. The throttle response is good. The throttle calibration is also pretty on point, and in the eco mode you can go up to a speed of 45 kilometers per hour. You can go up to a speed of 65 in the ride mode, up to 85 in the dash mode, and 105 kilometers per hour in the sonic mode. So yes, the top speed of the scooter is 105 kilometers per hour. I was not able to test it because we are in a constrained environment, but I was able to take the scooter up to 90 kilometers per hour in the sonic mode. So yes, it is promising. You can also do a 0 to 40 in just 2.2 seconds. It makes it the fastest scooter in this segment. Now, obviously, as the name suggests, the eco mode is the most frugal mode, and if you're riding in stop-go traffic, that's the mode that you will want to be using, because you get a longer range, you get better regeneration, and you do not need as much power in the eco mode. Now, the ride mode is one of my favorite modes that when I was riding the scooter, and most probably you will find yourself riding a lot in the ride mode, because it offers you a good balance of performance and range, because you get a good amount of range. You'll get up to 180 kilometers of range in the ride mode, which is really good, and the throttle response is much better than the eco mode. And if you're riding in normal city traffic, it's not stop-go traffic, but a normal, you're not able to go about 60 kilometers per hour, that's when you will be using the ride mode. It's a beautiful balance of performance and range. Now let's talk about the dash mode. The dash mode gives you a little bit of extra punch when you twist the throttle, and it is a pretty good. You can go up to 85 kilometers per hour, so that's what you can use on the highway if you want a longer range. So that's the mode that you can use on the highways, and you can cruise at about 70 or 80 kilometers per hour very easily. And the most fun mode is what I would call it, is the sonic mode, and boy, this scooter flies when you put it in the sonic mode, and you will get that kickback when you push the throttle, and it'll just fly from there. 0 to 40 comes in just 2.2 seconds, which is really incredible for a scooter in this segment. Now, talking about the motor, it has a minimum power. So in the eco mode, it runs at about 4.5 kilowatt, and it can go up to 8.5 kilowatt in the sonic mode, which is really nice. And it has a wide power band, so it's basically like you're switching gears, and you're going at higher speeds when you're changing modes. So overall, pretty happy with the motor performance of the scooter. When it comes to handling, it is a very good handling scooter as well, and it handles really well. The weight balance, because the battery is at the center of gravity, balances the scooter really well. And it's not front heavy, it's not back heavy. It's really well balanced in terms of weight, and which is why handling is really good, and maneuvering into traffic is going to be really easy for you, and you will enjoy riding the scooter. The suspension is a bit on the stiffer side. Now the road that we have been testing the scooter on is smooth. I was able to take it in some dents and some bad patches, and it is a little stiff, and you will hear a little bit of rattling in the handlebars. That was because probably this is not a finished product, but yes, the suspension is stiff. It's not very soft. If the suspension is softened a little bit, like maybe a 10% or 10-15%, it will be a much better experience. Now the brakes, you get a combi brake system. You get disc brakes in the front and the rear. However, the brakes lack the initial bite, and coming to a stop from 0 to 60 takes a nice amount of distance as well. The tires, they provide a decent amount of grip, and even in the corners, and while I was riding between the cones, they were gripping very nicely. They're confidence inspiring. Never did I feel that the scooter will lose grip and I would fall. In terms of the tires are decent enough. So overall, that was the Simple One scooter for you. The scooter is available in 4 colors, and this one right here is the Nama Red, and the other 3 you will see on your screen right now. Now, very interesting is the price of the scooter. Now the scooter is priced at just 1.1 lakhs. Yes, 1,10,000 rupees after central subsidies. And the price that where this scooter comes in, Simple has hit a sweet spot with the pricing of the scooter, and it makes the scooter a really worthy competitor. Now it goes up against the Ola S1 Pro and the Ather 450X. We will have to do a proper comparison with the scooters to tell you the difference in the performance, but overall, on paper, definitely this is a very promising scooter. Now we'll just have to see how much Simple is going to work on the finishing of the product, because given the price that it is coming at, it is one of the most affordable electric scooter in the market. Now I just want to touch upon the charging speed. The standard charger that comes with the scooter will charge the scooter in about 4 to 5 hours. However, Simple is also going to sell you a 1.4 kilowatt charger, which will be available for close to 15,000 16,000 rupees, and that can charge the scooter up in just 2 hours. So if you want a faster charger, you can get that as well. The scooter is going to be launched in 13 cities across 12 states in the coming months, and Simple will have physical showrooms in all of these cities, and gradually they will grow on to more cities and grow their service and dealership network as well. So that was the Simple Energy Simple One scooter for you. Let us know what do you think about the scooter, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We will try our best to answer them all. Subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already, and press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I will see you in the next video. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and ride safe.